I tried to tell you. 7K chalk when there is carnage. Terrible fucking idea. If I can let Ricky go, you can let Ricky go. If I can let Wyndham Clark go, you can let Wyndham Clark go. Siwoo Kim, Gary Woodland, all the 7K donkey dicks. See ya, bye. Give me the carnage. What's up, new guy? I'm the Degenerate75. I'm a PGA DFS content creator who is usually only good at Thursdays and Sundays, but this week I had a good Friday too. We got some real life lineups, and I'm here to help you get a little bit better at it. But we're not talking week-long right now because most people are here watching this because week-long kicked them in the nuts. That's why it's called, what is it called, guy in the back? That's right, kicking the nuts. Because it kicks you in the nuts. And so we're going to do Showdown, because if you don't know, there's a much bigger edge at Showdown, because there's this little secret that I know that not a lot of people know about PGA Showdown. People are fucking morons. That's it. That's the whole strategy, and you just take advantage of that. It's a really nice game we play. So we're going to talk a little bit of strategy. I'm doing this live tonight. I think I'm going to just start doing these live. I'm getting way more likes, way more engagement. People like them more, get a lot of positive DMs. So we'll do definitely doing tomorrow night live. I will warn you, next week, I got a wedding in Portland, so I don't even think there's going to be a Showdown hoedown. I still haven't decided what the fuck I want to do with that yet, okay? Hey, if you want to know some pick'ems, I totally forgot to do this last night. I will give you some advice on how I'll be playing over-under pick'ems over there at Underdog. If you want to get over there, you can use my code Degenerate75, all caps, and it will get you a $100 matched bonus, right? A match deposit bonus and a free week on my website if you do it. Just show the editor, we'll get you on there. Pretty sweet deal. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Cut Sweats, okay? By the way, this is like my favorite site in the world, okay? I'm not even going to be able to show off the coolest thing yet because he'll have up projections on how likely you are to win the contest you're in, so you can know how live your sweat is, right? Like maybe you have like a 20% chance to win $1 million. I start getting really fucking sweaty, Bob. So where are we at? Well, the 6 of 6 rate this. Oh, by the way, if you want to get on here, half price off your first month. Use my code right here, Degenerate75, all caps. The cut rate, well, it got pretty brutal there at the end. Of course, Donkey Dick, Spieth, and Thomas both make their 8-foot pars. But my number one leverage guy this week, and by the way, this tracks all your exposure. So who is my number one guy I played this week? Well, I mean, do I even got to say it? Why will this not? It's not loading. Okay. Computer's being a little wonky. But anyways, the guy that I played the most this week, absolute donkey dick, 3 putts, Matthew Fitzpatrick. Had him in $3,600 worth of lineup. So thanks for that 3 putt on 18 to take me from, I think I was at 30% 6 of 6 down to like, well, shit, let's just go look. You can go over here and you can see how many 6 of 6s you have. I don't know what the fuck is up with my internet. It's being slow as balls. There we go. Yeah, now I'm like a cool, like anywhere from about 10 to 20% 6 of 6s. Higher than the field, but not as high as I was, right? And here's the best part. You can go look at your lineups and you can just go see all these different lineups, right? Look at all these lineups I have where my 333, Matthew Fitzpatrick. My 75, Matthew Fitzpatrick is the only asshole that missed, right? So that's just such a kick in the dick, right? What are you going to do? This is why we play kick in the nuts, all right? I still got plenty of life. I'm currently winning maybe 3 or 4 Fantasy Golf World Championship tickets, which doesn't mean shit on Friday, but at least I got some 6 of 6s, and I got all kinds of assholes at the top of that leaderboard. Let's go Connors, let's go Bradley, let's go Bryson. I did this, how did I get on those guys? I did this crazy fucking thing called checking the weather, and I thought, I want my guys out there AM, PM, and that's how you get on assholes like that. It was a really bold move on my part. Okay, and by the way, Denny McCarthy, fucking champion. Thank you for grinding. You helped the 6 of 6 rate out, and he's in all my best lineups, okay? So, if you want to check this out, you want to see all the cool shit, just use my code there, right? What I'm drawing from this is what I'd really focus on, big guy. Look at this. You have got the 6 of 6 rate is only about 3 to 5% this week across all the major contests, right? So if you're like, man, my guy missed the cut at the end. Okay, I had that too. I had Brennan Steele. I had Matthew Fitzpatrick. I had Neiman. All these guys that just shit the bed on the 18th and missed the cut. I get it. I do. It's tilting. But if there's ever a motherfather week that a 5 of 6 can get it done, this is the week, okay? There will be carnage this weekend, and because there's not tons of scoring out there, position points matter more. If you manage to get 5 guys in the top 10, you are very likely to still win a GPP, okay? Because one guy with a good round, one guy making, 5 birdies and shooting, a 3 or 4 under for the round and moving up to top 5, he will single-handedly outscore 3 guys in somebody else's lineup. So just because you have a 5 of 6 and one guy missed, but you're still sitting way up there, this isn't a normal week. This ain't a birdie fest where you basically are dead. This is a week where a 5 of 6 can be live. So don't give up on your 5 of 6s, especially with such a low 6 of 6 rate, and especially at a fucking grinder fest like this, right? And by the way, the 6 of 6 rate is not particularly high either, not even over 20%. So if you have a 5 of 6, you're somewhere in that 80 to 97 percentile type lineup right now, right? So you get a little run pure on the weekends. Let's see what happens, bro. So all of this can be checked out at Cut Sweats. I swear by it. Go use my code to sign up. You will not regret it. And then tonight he will have the simulations up, and I will see what percentage I have to actually win, right? Sure, I can say I'm leading at 3 or 4 different Fantasy Golf World Championship tickets, but like, how likely are those to hold? I want to know. I want to know how big my sweat is, and if you don't know, I want those tickets. All right, let's talk a little bit about the course. We learned a lot today, okay? We learned a lot. I'm not even going to hit refresh. I'm too damn scared that my computer's going to be like, hold on. You got to remember, I'm in Oklahoma. Our internet is just a guy running messages back and forth to another guy. It's very slow system, and it's Oklahoma, so they're overweight. All right. Let's see here. First of all, I think you want to see this. The course played 2.81 over today, which is almost a full stroke easier than yesterday. But that is not what we really care about. What we really care about is the afternoon played 1.3 shots easier than the morning, right? And this was for a confluence of reasons. Number one, it is undeniable that you want to be out there when it is warmer. The cold at this course, for whatever reason, really affects scoring. Second of all, the wind really died down for the latter half of the afternoon, guys. But but probably the most important thing would be this, that little 30-minute shower that happened right at the start of the afternoon guys going out. It really seemed to soften up those greens, and then once the winds died and it was about 75 degrees out there in the afternoon, it may not look like it on TV, but that's what the weather guy said. So that was perfect scoring conditions, and they really got after this course. I mean, like, yes, it still played 2 over par, but there were guys going low. There were birdies to be had out there, right? And they really got after it, and I think that tells us a ton of what we need to consider for what we want to play tomorrow, right? But before we jump into weather and strategy and all that, let's go first, of course, check out the contest, right? We got to see what DraftKings put out there. And of course, this is the most famous DraftKings move of all time. Yesterday overlaid. Some of the contest overlaid yesterday, or at least they didn't fill, right? By the way, an overlay is just whenever they guarantee more money than people enter it, right? Whereas when it doesn't fill, it crosses that overlay mark, but it doesn't completely fill. So DraftKings doesn't get all their rake, new guy. So here's what you want to know. The contest tomorrow, this is what DraftKings did. Oh my God, people didn't play round 2, so let's freak the fuck out and make really shitty contests for round 3 because we don't want to have overlays again. The only reason it overlaid DraftKings, look at me. Are you looking at me, DraftKings? I know somebody over there watches this shit. At least one of you interns, right? It only overlaid because not everybody finished and they weren't sure when lock was. I know for a fact there was at least 2 other shows yesterday that told people that round 2 would be delayed. Well, it wasn't going to be delayed. I told you right here on this fucking show that round 2 would go off at normal time, and that those other guys would be finishing their round simultaneously, right? And so people were waiting for round 1 to enter before they entered their round 2 lineups because they got shitty information. And now what happens is people are like, oh shit, it locked. I didn't even notice. And then you get overlays. This had nothing to do with interest, DraftKings. And so now it's round 3, which is notoriously more popular than round 2. And you put out these donkey dick contests, get the fuck out of here. All right, the big $25, do I even need to say it? It's $100K to first, which is 1/3 of the pot. I mean, not a chance. It's just a horrific contest. Go throw your money in that and just go see the negative EV that your money will get you, right? You're going to hit the lineup of a lifetime and get 8th place, and you're going to get $1,000, okay? And if you hit that, you probably, let's be honest, you probably put $500 to $1,000 in it. Enjoy your break even, Wyndham Clark player. Anyways. The big 555, at least it's only a quarter of up top, which is my personal cutoff. But, man, that's a lot of scratch to put up for such a weak payout structure, in my opinion. Let's see. This is what I'm talking about. If you want to play some higher level stuff, if you're a high level player, this $250 4 max is nice. That's the one you should play in, right? Only problem with that is, you're not going to be able to play a ton of lineups, but make a nice core and build around that. The big $5, which I was talking up yesterday, they just bastardized today. 28% going to first tomorrow. I know you see that 10,000 and get you excited. Well, first of all, just know you're not going to fucking win it. And second of all, know that anytime 28% of all the money goes to first, you need to run and hide, Bob. You need to run and hide from it. So what could be a great contest to spam tomorrow, to me, is not even really playable now. Let's see. 2020 ticket. My dude Ricardo will be playing in that because he won a ticket today. The Club Twirl. The Club Twirl. I've dominated the Club Twirl this year, and in my opinion, it is playable tomorrow, right? So if you want to play some, medium level contest, that's a good one. Of course, my $10 18 max is always the best one out there, even though they shrunk it by $15,000 because they don't understand supply and demand. And then for all of you playing on a budget, you can never go wrong with the $5 single entry, the $1 20 max. our $12 single entry, the $3 3 max. That actually looks pretty interesting. Ooh, here's a little $50 3 max. That's a nice little medium one for some of you guys. So, I mean, there is a nice selection of contests. I'm just upset with the way those contests are structured. That's where I'm at. It's pretty fucking lame, and I know we're excited. I do think there's an edge to be had tomorrow, so I want to play these, but I want to spam tomorrow. I want to build like 150 lineups, and there ain't none of these contests I'm throwing 150 lineups in. Not a chance, Bob. So I'm gonna have to reevaluate the process. All right, let's talk about the weather tomorrow. This is obviously the most important thing when it comes to Showdown. By the way, drop a like while you're in here. I see we're already up to 60 likes. I appreciate 120 of you being here on a Friday night. Just like me, no social life. Love it. Love it. You crack open a beer and you watch the big guy talk shit about DraftKings. What a life we all live. What a life we live. Okay, so tomorrow, first of all, I'm making some big assumptions here, okay? This might be different. So I'm going to give you two different ways this could play out. I assume they're going to go off on twos all day long, right? They'll probably start around 7 a.m., and you'll see them go off in twos, everybody off number one, and they'll take about 6 hours with the leaders teeing off around 1 to 1:30 local time, right? That is option number A. That would be what makes the most sense. But maybe if they have some forecasts that are showing lightning, or they're worried about some of these storms delaying play, there is a chance they will go off in threes. If you know if they're going off in threes or going off in twos, please share in the comments, preferably somebody that I know and trust, and I think that really affects it, because if they're going to be going off in twos, there is a weather edge to play. If they're going off in threes, that means they go off on 1 and 10 in groups of threes, and everybody gets out on the course within a 2-hour period. So trying to chase a weather edge is, it's minuscule. Whatever edge there is, it's not a lot to chase, bro. But if they are going to go out in twos, I think the first thing we want to know is, well, it's kind of sprinkling on and off, and that is going to continue all night, okay? And then you look tomorrow morning, it would appear as though is going to be very, very nice. I mean, like no winds tomorrow morning. However, well, we did this Thursday, right? We did this Thursday. When there's no winds, but it's 60 degrees, yeah, that is like good scoring conditions, but the ball just doesn't seem to go in as much, right? So what I want them out there when it's warm and soft. But the problem is the peak temperature tomorrow is 64 degrees. So you're not going to get warm. I think the scoring average will be up again tomorrow. I think the course is going to play tougher again tomorrow, more like we saw in round one than we saw on Friday afternoon. And because of that, it's going to mainly come down to one reason. I think that this cold just really seems to affect these guys. The ball just doesn't fly the way they want when it's cold. Okay, I don't hit the ball. I don't flush the ball well enough to understand what these guys are going through, but I do know my 7-iron loses about 10 yards in the winter versus in the summer, which still isn't very far. Okay, so how do we play this? Well, weirdly enough, the warmest temperatures are actually going to be early on, right? And the least wind is going to be early on. And we have to assume the greens will be the least chewed up early on. And I don't really think the greens are going to get any firmer throughout the day. As you can see, we're going to have pretty steady sprinkle all day. So I think you're going to have a soft greens all day, right? But if I'm looking for warm, I'm looking for no wind, and everybody is going to have the exact same soft greens, then I think the best time to target is probably the motherfathers going off around, I would say, in the first 2 hours, right? Maybe not the very first groups that go off, but it is going to probably those groups right around them, right? I want guys out there early in the morning when there's no winds, when you have soft greens, and the course is basically as warm as it's going to be all day. It's going to be low 60s, and it's going to peak at 64. So that's basically all the temperature is going to be all day. And here's what is most interesting about this is when we go over here and we look, if they go out in twos, this is assuming they go off in twos, which I still haven't got word if they're going off in threes or in twos. So this is all assuming they go off in twos, new guy. Going off in twos means everybody goes off one in pairs, and it takes 6.5, 7 hours to get everybody off of group one, okay? So it will be all these guys. The cut is +5. So if you had any of these assholes at +6, Brennan Steele, Matthew Fitzpatrick, Brian Harmon, Bez, Siwoo, Fowler, Billy Ho. Sorry, bud. They missed the cut. Okay? So don't play those guys. So who will be the very first guys going off tomorrow? It will be the guys at +5, right? And there is so many superstars just sitting right there. And I promise you this right now. One of these superstars is going to go fucking boat race this course in the morning. And if you only play guys at the end of the day or in the middle of the day and you don't have one of these studs going off early, just know your lineup will be dead. You will have no chance at winning a GPP before it's even started because somebody went and played Tyrrell Hatton or Jordan Spieth or Tony Finau or whichever one of these studs is going to go off, they'll already have like a -5 with a streak and a bogey-free round, and you will literally have to have that guy to win a GPP tomorrow. Do I know which one it's going to be? No, I fucking don't. But I can tell you it's going to be one of them, right? Because there is a smorgasbord of guys to choose from, right? As I've already said, you've got Errol Hatton, you've got Tony Finau, you've even got Jordan Spieth, which, by the way, kind of grinded, okay? By the way, I told you, the guy is not a pussy bitch, okay? I told you that. I told you he would grind because he wanted to withdraw after a bunker shot on Thursday, and he didn't because you know what? Hashtag not a bitch. From there, Justin Thomas, right? Making that 7-footer to save bogey. Cam Smith, Xander Schauffele. There's just all these guys at +4, +5 who one of them, if not multiple of them, are going to go nuclear tomorrow, okay? And this is what everybody's going to want to do. They're going to want to spend their money on the good players at the top of the leaderboard. They're going to be much more inclined to spend it on Scotty, Hovland, Koepka. Who else is the other studs? Oh, Rory is up there in the top 10, right? Those guys will be more popular just because there's going to be more noobs playing this week who are not refined showdown strategists. And so because of that, I think you're going to get an ownership discount at these guys at +4, +5, and they're going to be out there in the peak frickin' conditions. Now, at the same time, I will tell you the difference in the conditions is going to be there. But there's also the difference in who's playing well this week. And you want to know something? These guys up here are playing a lot better than these assholes down here. So am I telling, if you're that guy that just goes and sticks the first 6 guys that go off tomorrow out in your lineup, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. I think it's a mix and match. I do not think you want to play all morning guys, just like I think you're a dumbass if you only play all the late guys. There has to be a middle ground for these, all right? So consider that strategy when you're making your lineups tomorrow. Be aware of when guys tee off, right? And be aware that, like, those guys that are up top, people are going to want to spend their money on the safer good guys, right? I already told you, the Scheffler and the Hovlands, and you can easily pivot to lower-owned guys who have the exact same upside, who will be out there arguably in the same conditions, and most importantly, they will be firing at pins tomorrow because they're going to be chasing. It is moving day, a.k.a. Saturday, round 3, right? So that is the first thing. The next thing I'm going to look at is my cutoff to play tomorrow is literally anybody. Okay, there is no finishing points in round 3 showdown, so don't even think about that. You're trying to get the 6 guys who are going to go ham tomorrow. You need birdies, and you need 3 more birdies after that, okay? Preferably a bogey-free round and those 3 birdies in a row, all right? That's what you need to be looking at. From there, I always love a good bounce back round, especially from a guy that kind of spun his wheels today. You know, like, all you got to do is just go look. The average score today was about 2.5 under. So anybody that shot, 2 or 3 over, basically just, played below average. Tony Finau is going to be a perfect bounce back candidate tomorrow, right? Chris Kirk, he could never do good tomorrow. He was terrible today. Or he could. Hold on. Let's go put this on round 2. Shit, I got to hit refresh. Let's hope this doesn't disappear on us. Oh, now my internet works. Thanks, fat guys outside. I appreciate you. All right, we got the internet's back up. Let's go. Let's see. Where was I looking? Where'd you go, Tony? Where'd you go, old Tony Finau? Tony Finau. Yeah. Chris Kirk was horrendous today. Look at that ball striking. You could never play him. My guy sucks. Or you could. Taylor Montgomery. That guy's broken. All he does is luck sack with his putter. He could never do good tomorrow. Or he could. John Rahm has a pulse now. Beware of that. John Rahm played so well today. He legit should have shot about a 5 under. Let's see. Cam Smith, I will agree. That guy does seem like just not himself. But, that's kind of a Cam thing, right? Putt and chip. I don't know how out of line that is. These are some guys that I'm looking at. Those are some guys. Oh, Xander Schauffele, right? Xander Schauffele. Oh, give me all the Xander tomorrow. Okay. From there, guys that I'm avoiding, I'm going to go search by best rounds. I don't know if I want to chase a ceiling round from Callum Tarrant, Minwoo Lee, probably even Shane Lowry, Nikolai Hogarth, rallying for the big guy to make the cut. Give me a couple more 6s, you slapdick. Let's go. Justin Suh, he's kind of playing well. And I don't even know how much of a slapdick he is. Shiwon Kim? Yeah, I wouldn't chase that round, but you do you. Ches, you do you. Taylor Pendrith, you do you, right? That's not guys I'm chasing rounds from. All right, from there, you know where I love to go. I love to go to approach. And my God, Padraig Harrington picked up 4 strokes on approach. Damn, Padraig. That old guy can still kind of play. Joel Dahman, I'm pretty sure, started birdie today. I was like, this guy's going to roast the course. And then kind of tapered off. But I want you to know, if a guy had a good round and he played in the morning, know that he was playing a much, much tougher course. So Joel Dahman picking up 3.83 on approach is even more impressive when you remember that he was playing in the morning and not in those ideal afternoon conditions, right? So that's something worth noting. Hey, Matthew Fitzpatrick, great day on approach, you prick. Way to miss the cut. Patrick Cantlay, unbelievable today, that ball striking. And Patrick Cantlay, because he's a stud, I will follow a ceiling round from him because you know what? He's got a boring face and a neck beard, and I love that in my golfers. What else do we got? Ooh, Yannick Paul. He made the cut on the number, smashed it with approach. Maybe. I love the Germans, yeah. And we're doing that. Let's do Steven Yeager, yeah. I mean, Steven Yeager played unbelievable today. Unbelievable. That is just tee to green the nuts. My God. This is my first time looking at these stats. I'm getting a little caught off guard. Matt Wallace, Grinder City. Give me the gold grinder. All right, from there, anybody really kill themselves off the tee but still managed to make the cut or had good approach? Not Hogard. Braden Shattuck. All right, weirdo. Justin Rose. Justin Rose strikes me as a pretty good bounce back candidate tomorrow. Well, I say bounce back. I mean, he shot even. It's not like he shot poorly. Anyways, Fatty Patty Reed. There we go. If he just stops being an asshole off the tee, the rest of his game is playing, and you know Patrick Reed wants to be in contention. He's just lingering 8 shots back. Don't think Patrick Reed can't backdoor a top 5 at this motherfather. And then lastly, anyone just kill themselves around the green that made the cut. That's the key word there. That made the cut. Sam Stevens. Wait, Sam Stevens is at this tournament? Ball struck it and was okay. Sam Stevens makes a lot of sense if you're a ball striking truther. I swear to God, I didn't even know Sam Stevens. Is that our Sam Stevens or is that like a? Am I getting my Stevens confused? Is that my Sammy? All right. I swear to God, I didn't even know he was here. Thomas Peter was horrendous today. You could never play him. Or you could. Anybody else? Brendan Steele, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. I'm telling you, he reminds me of that guy that's too tall for the car in The Simpsons. Ha ha. All right. You get the idea. I already told you about Xander. He's the nuts. Okay. From there, I think that's it. You're playing the game tomorrow, right? You forget anything about trying to get lower-owned guys who have tremendous upside, who preferably are going to be out there in the best conditions, okay? You don't have to go play 6 crazy punts. You don't have to play 6 guys that are all going off early. The key is to play some guys that you like. If you like Scotty Scheffler, well, then go play Scotty. If you like Hovland or any of those guys up top, you can play them. Just maybe only, have 1 or 2, maybe at most 3 of those guys in your lineup, and then get different in some other spots, because that's what wins it at Showdown. You got to embrace volatility. That doesn't mean go crazy and pick 6 random scratch-off tickets. That means be strategic with your lineup and try to make it different than everybody else. All right? Hey, do me a favor before we get to the drawing and to what else? Oh, my pick'ems and those guys who are really good at round 3 scoring. Go check out my website. Are you that guy? Look at me. I'm talking to you. You're one of those guys that's like, man, I really like your content. I just don't ever pay for DFS, bro. I was the same way. I played DFS for 7 years and never paid for any tout site. But just know, this ain't a tout site, right? I'm not fucking over here giving picks. I'm just providing you tools that you're going to use, right? I'm going to provide you some additional content to help you with the strategy to get a little bit better, right? That's what it is. It's not a tout site where here's my top 5 plays, all right? I get it. I was like, those sites are fucking stupid. Or those sites that just give you a bunch of random numbers and say, go figure it out, dipshit. It's neither of those. It has everything you need, and I have the best tool in all of PGA DFS. This Rosetta Stone, just ask yourself, why does everybody say, dude, this is a game changer? Because it's everything you need to know to make your decisions for round 3, round 4 Showdown, and week long, okay? It's not a single one of my picks. It's just all the useful information so you make your plays, right? And of course, like and subscribe, guys. It really helps the channel. Me, the guy in the back, and the editor, we're just 3 dudes trying to make our way in the world. Help us out. It helps so much when you share it, like it. Oh, and turn on those notifications, because if we're going to start going live, you're going to need to get notifications when I'm going on, right? Look at that, 141 sweaty tryhards tonight. All right, editor, did you update this? I don't even know if he updated this. You know what, editor? I can't tell if these are updated. Editor, draw one from the chat. Let's get somebody from the chat for our winner, and then I'll let the editor answer if this is updated. While he does that, here is your top 5 scores. You have these are good round 3 scores historically. Taylor Moore, Hideki Matsuyama, Keegan Bradley, Tommy Fleetwood, and old Cheesesteak Hoagie. Those are 5 guys that made the cut who have been very good at round 3 scoring over their last 12 rounds. By the way, Brant is our winner. Let's go, Brant. Let's go. Okay. From there, if you want to know what I'm doing at Pick'ems tomorrow, I'm going to be attacking the shit out of birdies. I think on a soft course, there will still be big numbers out there, and they will still struggle to score overall. That's why I'm not going to be playing the strokes. But you give me the over on birdies, especially if they put some lazy shit like 3.5 or 4 birdies out there for the good golfers. There are just some very gettable holes, right? When you have soft greens, we saw it all afternoon. It was basically about 8 holes out there that basically became quote-unquote birdie holes, right? So I am very, very happy attacking backing the over on birdies tomorrow. I still don't love the strokes because there is still some big numbers out there. 6 and 7 are just your double bogeys waiting to happen. So fuck worrying about the strokes. Just play the birdies tomorrow. That's what I'll be doing, especially if they're going off in that really nice time around 8 or 9 a.m. local time, okay? And, of course, you're going to want to look and see when the tee times are. Are they going off in 3s or are they going off in 2s? I think that also matters, right? Okay. All right, I'm going to get over here to the questions, and we'll do these for about 5 to 10 minutes, and the big guy's got to get out of here. I got to go make the Rosetta Stone for the old sweaty tryhards at the website. Okay, here we go. Getting to the questions. Oliver, which team nuclear guy in the 7Ks can go off tomorrow? Well, problem is I don't even have the guys up in front of me, so let me go look. Oh, I mean, Callum Tarrant would normally be my answer, but I am not playing Callum Tarrant tomorrow. Not a chance. Look at him putting the MCs up there for all the donkey dicks that won't double check it. A guy that made the cut that can go nuclear hot. Let me see if any of my normal nuclear... Minwoo Lee started to have one of his nuclear hot rounds today, didn't he? And then he said, nah. Where's my nuclear hot guys? KH Lee. There you go. KH Lee is a guy that can get nuclear hot. There you go. Let's have a weekend. Yeah, Nick. Me and Nick got some big sweats. We're gonna be tilting balls together. We were a lot happier till Fitz fucked us. Who has you the most tilted? Fitz, man. I had him in, I mean, you saw it, 49% of my lineups. That's insane. I mean, like, literally him 3-putting cost me, on average, what is that? $3,623 in equity. I mean, that's just fucking insane for a guy who's like, oh, I'm a nerd and I putt well, okay. And then you're going to 3-putt to fucking miss the cut on the number. What a prick. All right, let's go. Hey, you don't get the name old Jeffrey the Giraffe without being a little bit of a neckbeard. All right, who's your pick to win after what you've seen? Man, I mean, how is Scotty Scheffler not going to win this thing? I will tell you this. I want Corey Connors to win, and I want to pick him, but Scotty's got magic beans, man. And it majors more than any other contest. I think you need magic beans, bro. And he's fucking got him. He's got him. Every time I'm like, oh, he's fucked here, he still saves par, right? Or like, he's just unbelievable. And I don't know. I feel like he's going to go on one of those Brooks runs. I really feel like 5 majors over a 3-year span coming for Scotty. Shit, he's already at... What, he's only at 1, right? He's only won the Masters? Am I already forgetting one? I think he's only won 1, but he's about to win 2. All right, how much do you put on 7,400 Michael Block? I don't even consider those guys. I know that he's getting all this TV coverage, but they're only showing you his good shots, right? They're not seeing all the bogeys and double bogeys and asshole shots he makes, right? And a guy like that, that's just Icarus waiting to happen. That guy's flying too close to the sun. He's going to come down. I know it's a feel-good story, but let other assholes play that. Do the new guys suck? Do new guys' picks suck? Damn right they do. That's right. Look, everybody's picks suck. That's what you need to remember, right? How did I land on these guys? Well, I just remembered. Oh, everybody wants to play Wyndham Clark and Ricky Fowler and Siwoo Kim. Okay, well, I'll just go play Keegan Bradley and Corey Connors and Bryson DeChambeau in the 7Ks because nobody wants to play them. It's a pretty fucking simple game when you do that, right? When everybody in this community agrees on somebody, just know something. They're wrong because nobody knows what they're doing. It's golf. This ain't NBA, brother. And everybody's so prideful about their picks. Oh, my model. And they're just... And the truth is they suck. If you would just play the game, you would have so much more success. I literally live this every week, and I try to show it to people, and like still people are like, no, I gotta have my picks. Okay, what the fuck ever. Okay, why did you use my son's college fund to go all in on Sam Burns and the Millie Maker? Well, Matt, I just had a feeling, man, and I've changed a lot on if college is a good thing. I think your son just needs to go be a hardworking man, so we just did him a favor by saving him from going to college. What did I just do? I just accidentally clicked on Akasol's YouTube channel. Sorry, Akasol. Hey, now go check out Akasol's channel. I didn't even fucking know he had one. I think it's just an account. All right, let's see. Mr. Thomas Moran. Hi, DJ. Look like the 6 of 6 made it to Dean. Thanks again for the ticket entry. Yeah, I did 38 tickets with people. So Wednesday night was fucking cross-eyed. And I think I don't want to lie to you, but no, maybe... no. I did 38, but we did 33 of them in the Big Millionaire Maker. I did 5 in some other contests because the Millionaire Maker, I didn't get enough reserved. And look at that, 18%. So 6 of my lineups I made with people were still alive to win a milli. How do you think Coco is going to hold up against the 36-hole lead? Honestly, I hope he does well because I have so much. I mean, legit, I think he was maybe my highest exposed player as far as like what his ownership was versus everybody else. You can see I have Corey Connors in 58 lineups, about $1,600 worth of lineups. So I would love for him to do well. I want him to do well more than anything. He was my favorite pick. But man, guys like this in the 7,000s, when they're the nuts for me, they always let me down. So I'll just say this: I'm not holding out a lot of hope. From there. Let's see. What else do we got here? What up, Bob? What up, Aaron? Aaron? Portland, DJing about to come back from the wedding with some fresh sandals and a long beard. Bro, let me just tell you this, okay? I played golf with 3 Portland guys, and I was like, a guy hit a shitty drive. Maybe I already told this, but it needs to be told again because it fucking triggered my ass. It felt so good to be back in Oklahoma and people not say this shit. And the guy fucking hit a shitty drive, and it went right up in front of the first tees. I was like, oh, yeah, he's right up there in front of the ladies' tees. And they all were like, whoa, 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 whoa. They're called the forward tees. I was like, you fucking soy boys. They are called the women's tees because that's where the fucking women play from. Anyways, and now I'm back home, and I ask every friend I play with, hey, those tees up there, those red ones, are those, what do you call those? Like, the women's tee? I'm like, Oklahoma. Thank you. It's going to be a long 72 hours with those fucking hippies in Portland. All right. Can we keep the still momentum to a minimum? I'm still in pain. Yeah. No kidding, man. Still rip my soul out, bro. Fitz was a safe play. Yeah, there's no such thing as a safe play, right? I just really liked his upside, and I thought worst case scenario, that dipshit will make the cut and get me T40. That was what I thought. That's why you never assume anybody's a safe play. Nick, the editor will eat. This is just because Nick's got a big sweat going on this week. Let's have a weekend, buddy. Yeah, let's have a weekend, Nick. We might be going to Vegas a little bit sooner and playing, Nick. All right. Will Rom go to Classic Rory and backdoor a top 10? Yes, it feels like that, Ben. If you made me bet right now, if you gave me even money, I think I would honestly take John Rahm to backdoor top 10 at even money right now. That's how likely I think it is. It just reeks of it, right? That's what he always does, right? Plays like shit for 2 days and then still will backdoor T8 because that's like the most Rory thing to do. And I think Rahm is going to be the Rory this week. Cut Sweats is glitching now. All our people. Oh, is that what it is? Maybe that's why it was running slow because everything else seemed to work well. Sorry, internet guys out there. You can have some Sonic on me later. This is Sonic country, by the way. Did you see Taryn today? That guy's insane. They hardly show him, Brian. I'm a Callum Taryn guy. If you watch Showdown, you know about Showdown. You know I love some Callum Taryn. That guy be tearing it up. So, yeah, I didn't get to see much. I legit saw one shot when he, tapped in a birdie on a par 5 or something like that. Jake, round 4 Showdown, going to get spicy with those position points. I agree. It's going to be a lot of strategy for Sunday. I agree with that. And we'll be doing the stream tomorrow night live, so you be here, Jake. Who plays good in the rain? Prince. Prince plays well in the rain. Well, purple rain. Let's see. Where are we going? All the 7K range. Donkey Chalks missed the cut. Jason, don't you love it? It's fucking air in my lungs. I live for it. I told you there would be fucking carnage this week. I said just fucking zig when everybody zags this week, right? And if you just played the game in the 7Ks. By the way, if you watch me on the Tour Junkies, I told them, I'm like, everybody's going to spend all their time up top. Who's and the tournament will be won in the 7Ks. That is a quote. Go fucking watch it. I said it. Now, maybe my 7K guys will shit the bed this weekend. I'll have a losing week. But as of right now, I will beat my fucking chest. Big chest. Very, very muscular. All right. Hey, thanks for the hot picks on Windy C. Gary sucks. And Fitzy Shitsy, you so-called expert. Not you, big guy. I know you don't. Okay, I was like, what? I was like, Hef, you're getting awfully fucking mouthy, but now I get it. Yeah. All those people are like, you got to play these guys. Okay. You've got to play Wyndham Clark. By the way, Ricky Fowler coming in at 24%. If you played 24% on Ricky Fowler, which in your offense, you probably only thought he was going to be 18 to 19 is what he seemed to be projected at. But even at that, I told you, the one guy I wasn't playing this week, you just don't do it. Just don't do it. He just definitely described Broken Bow. Dude, Broken Bow? You know about Broken Bow? Dude, I've heard people go missing down in Broken Bow. Here's what I've learned about going around this country. The more beautiful a place is, the more weird shit happens, right? And Broken Bow is that part of Oklahoma. All right. Sorry for all you Broken Bow people. You don't even have the internet. You're not even watching. Patrick Harrington, that's actually one of my old students' names. That's weird you'd say that. Patrick Harrington, I think I could get on board, especially if you're, I don't know if I love him in a single entry, but if you're going to be spraying some lineups, why not incorporate him? Can Scotty be beat? No. My dude Bonzo, I think it was, sent out a gift today in the on the Discord, and it was Scotty Scheffler on Jesus's face. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen because the man is a god. Okay. What are the social life things you speak of? I don't know. I hear some people go out and drink and shit like that. I'm just thinking about how much Chick-fil-A I'm going to eat after I get the stone done. All right, we have booze and snacks social life option. There we go. Looking for questions. Who are you absolutely playing tomorrow? I don't really like doing that for Showdown. Matter of fact, I don't even fucking like that I do that for week long, but it became a thing, so I stuck with it. The one guy I'm definitely playing tomorrow is here. I'll give you the one guy I'm definitely not playing tomorrow, Corey Connors, because I fucking want him to do well, right? If you want me to, because you're here, you're sweating with me. The one guy that I'm definitely playing tomorrow is going to be somebody at this +5 range. Okay, there you go. That's who I'm definitely going to play tomorrow. I'm going to be playing a lot of those guys. Probably Tony Finau. Xander Schauffele. Give me all that donkey chalk rallying on Saturday. Where we at? What is the furthest back a player could come from and win this? Man, okay, so the leading score right now is -5. If it wasn't Scotty, I would say that like even the +3s are still alive to win this. With Scotty being up there, I'd be really surprised if anybody outside of the evens could track him down. That would be my guess, right? So probably, what is that? T10 or higher would be my guess. No Scotty, I would go all the way to +3 because Hovland, Connors, Bryson, all those motherfathers have some implosion in them. I don't see Scotty imploding. He may spin his wheels this weekend, but I do not see him imploding. Okay. Can Koala Man get it done over the weekend? Man, he actually is playing really good on about 14 of the 18 holes, but he just plays like a fucking ass clown on about 4 of them. Okay, can Bryson hang on till Sunday? Man, Bryson really, I thought it was going to get away from him today, and he kind of fought back and held it together. But him and Keegan, they just seem like they're fucking hanging on by a wire, man. It's probably because I'm watching all their shots, and when you watch all their shots at a really tough course, you're going to think this guy's fucking luck-sacking. Can we play the delicate flower in this weather tomorrow? Okay, so first of all, he's a delicate flower because he's an emotional little bitch that needs perfect conditions. And I actually think that they're going to be pretty good conditions for him tomorrow. But I will say this. Of all the elite players, I've always thought that Morikawa has the least upside, at least at Showdown, right? He just doesn't have those nuclear rounds. Him and Decky just never seem to have nuclear rounds. Fitz would be another one. They don't have those big nuclear rounds at the same rate other superstars do. That's my opinion. I actually haven't tracked it that much. I mean, I got the model that tracks it, but those players specifically, I haven't. Thirsty for some Thurston Lawrence? You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't even fucking looked. Let me go look at old Thurston Lawrence. Thurston Lawrence. I mean, all short game. I don't know. I think I can find other fucking punts to play. I don't like to play punts who are just relying on their short game. Okay, other than Denny. Once again, Denny McCarthy, a legend. Okay, we got some 6 of 6s, right? I think one of my tickets, I'm legit winning the contest by like 30-something points, and I needed fucking Denny to get there. It's like, this little bitch won't get there. And believe it or not, he birdied number 6. I swear to God, he might have been the only guy all day to birdie number 6. How many people birdied 6 all day? There were 3 birdies on it all day, and one of them was that little hobbit cousin. Good work, Denny. All right, did shaving the beard take away all the Cameron Young power? Yeah, that and he kind of fucking sucks. There's that. Bryson bounce back, it kind of makes sense. He's actually driving the ball really nicely, right? Like, well, with the driver, I should say he is, right? He seems to get in more trouble when he clubs down. It's like, just get out the driver, asshole. Can I tell everyone I'm the guy in the back? Nick, you're not the guy in the back. Moving on. Do you want put much weight on averages in certain rounds? I do. I really like round 3 scoring statistics historically because I think the guys that have that mental mindset. I've said this for the 500th time this year. I'm real big on strokes gain psychology, and if a guy feels more confident that hey, it's Saturday, this is the day I go out there and get it, or maybe they just say hey, fuck it, this is my I don't give a shit day. I'm already getting a paycheck because I made the cut. Let's just go fire at pins. If they have that type of mentality, it's going to lead to better scoring. Okay, you may say, "Oh, that's stupid." Okay, well then don't fucking play it. You asked that, but that's my opinion. What do you think about Rahm tomorrow? Love him. I love him. I think he'll be popular though. I think enough people watch that ball striking and how good of a round he could have had. I honestly, he might be the highest owned. Right, and the only thing that would stop that is how price prohibitive he is, and that Scotty's up there. I think that's the only thing that keeps him from being the highest owned tomorrow. Do you ever play weekend tournaments on DK? I don't, Jacob, but I don't really have a good reason for that, right? Almost everybody you like for round 3 Showdown is essentially a good play for weekend, right? And the weekend contests a lot of times really aren't that bad, right? So I don't really hate it. Let's go check it out. Let's see what they got for the weekend here. Weekend PGA. Oh yeah, I mean this isn't so bad, right? At $40,000, $10,000, that's not bad. The old pitch and putt. I don't hate it. I never do, Jacob, but that's just because like I'm telling you, I'm like all these guys that won't try out best ball or all these guys that won't come try out my site. It's like I just do what I do and I don't ever want to get outside of my comfort zone. Okay, I get those guys because I was that guy for so long, right? And the reason that I don't play weekend is just because I'm still one of those guys at heart. Okay. Let's see. Can Thomas Peters get nuclear at 6,700? Yes. He is one of the 10 players that I would consider a nuclear hot player. But he can also go nuclear fucking cold. There's that too. How do I sponsor one entry into a slapdick tourney? Yeah, you just reach out to the editor at the DGen editor. You just PayPal him and then you'll be sponsoring a giveaway. That's how we've done it. We've had, I think, over 15 sponsors now, and I'm thankful to every one of them because those entries get expensive as fuck. But I ain't gonna stop doing it because people love it. They love it, and if that helps me build a community. You know what? I'll sacrifice my time to build the community. Do you like Dustin as a bounce back? I do. I let me go look at his stats before I just blindly say that, but he makes a lot of sense just on the nose. Dustin Johnson, where you at, old DJ? Let's see, Johnson, I believe is going to be under the J's, which comes after the I's. Dustin Johnson, God, he was bad today, and he just luck sacked to the putter. He could never do good tomorrow. Or he could. All right, moving on. Is it going to piss it down tomorrow? It seems like at LS Golf. It seems like it. Sam got in due to WD. Sam Stevens. So he was a late addition. That's probably why I never considered him. Was he? Yeah. Well, that is right. He was, because there was like all those guys kept withdrawing. Why did we never add him after Steven Yeager? I don't remember. Is Rory back in the top 10 for now? Is Rory back to top 10 form now? I mean, honestly, the crazy thing is, Laker Taker, what a name. He's honestly not even playing that well, and he's still in 10th place. Like, it would not surprise me if he comes out in boat races tomorrow and he's like in the penultimate group on Sunday. Like, it just almost feels like that could happen. Editor, spin the wheel. Wait, did the editor ever say that this is the wheel? Is this the one from today or is this the one from yesterday? I don't know. He never answered it. K-Dog, I'm trying to see it. These look like all the same names from yesterday, but it might just be the same people retweeting my shit. I don't know. Editor, you have 30 seconds to answer while I answer 2 more questions. Rory and Rahm thank you, Jonathan. I want to join you. And Ricardo, we need to get tickets up in this community. Me, you, Nick, Bannock, we need to get them. We need to get them all, okay? So we can all go get drunk and chase $1 million together at the live final. Let's see here. Rory and Rahm going to get into the top 5, you think? Let's see. Let me read the not updated live drawing instead of the wheel. Okay, so the editor said we're doing the live drawing instead, so there you go. For all of you that feel like you got robbed for retweeting, I'll just throw your name on the drawing tomorrow, okay? Fair enough? So then you don't get screwed. We'll do a ticket drawing tomorrow. Make sure to be here. 156 people. Don't forget to go drop a like, you sweaty tryhards. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on notifications because I think we're just going to start going live all the time. People love it. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to check out the website. We are growing. Quit being that guy that's scared to join the website. It's not what I do, all right? I'm telling you, you'll like the community. Unless you're a bitch, then fuck off. We don't want you, okay? I'll just boot your ass anyways and refund your money. All right. This has been a real show. It's been fun. I got to go get the stone done because my tryhards are desperate for it. Let's go have a weekend. Let's go win all the monies. It's been real. Enjoy this outro.